You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I did win by default and without any doubt, oh. I'm a me happy adult, oh. I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the girl insult, oh. I'm a mind that's really dark, oh. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, oh. I know holy and I know that get both. Like the Baba Frayo, my ayo, don't cry, yo. I need people and shadow. I need people and shadow. I need people and shadow. Shadow, shadow, shadow. I need people and shadow. I need people and shadow. I need people and shadow. Shadow. I dey Port run and kill Soboma. I dey try to buy moto, one Toyota Corolla. My feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Now you crash your Ferrari for Lucky Bona. Now so much you remake could have been all over. My feelings today swing like Django Lover. Feelings today swing like Timbani at you. I'm a white dog in Venice. Why you say I did nothing for you when if I do anything you want me to do? Timbani at you. I'm a white dog in Venice. Why you say I did nothing for you when if I do anything you want me to do? Maybe another time, maybe another life. You will be my wife and we'll get it right. Young cast, last. Now everybody go chop breakfast. Have to say bye-bye, yo. Bye-bye, yo. To the love of my life. My ayo, don't cry, yo. I need people and shadow. 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 I need people and shadow.
Okay, good afternoon. Here we are at scratch card number 5. So the 5th month of the scratch card. The initiative obviously is to raise money for the community, local community and the organisations that we've supported for many years. Today I've got a few guests with me. First I will introduce you to Sandra Chaka. Would you like to say a couple of words about what you do? Just a couple of words, because if not, I'll come back to you.
Okay. My name is Sandra Chaka. I'm based in Leeds. I am a health and wellness coach. So basically, we educate families how to prepare food in a healthy way, excluding fats and oils in a way that can help to reduce the risks of the lifestyle diseases of today, which are quite prevalent in society. So we are educating families to do that through our cookware.
We'll come back to Sandra in a minute. And also we have got Loran Lewis from LDM in Leeds. He's a basketball CEO at the LDM, based at the Mandela in Chapeltown, and he is one of our other guests that we're going to be speaking to as well. Do you want to give a little bit?
Yeah. Well? So thanks, Randolph. My name's Loran. I'm the CEO of LDM. Let's do more basketball, as you said. So we run basketball sessions with an aim of raising aspirations for young people and creating opportunities. So the basketball is the hook to create a inclusive and supportive environment for our young people. So we do that in Leeds, and I've just recently expanded over to Bradford as well.
Amazing. Yeah. And then we've got John Peterson, who's one of our directors and one of my right-hand men, who's gone into a new business, I found out today. He's producing planters, I think they're called, that he makes specifically for a wider community in Bradford and Leeds. Would you like to say anything about your new business? Because he does He does do alpha shutters behind him there.
Yeah, well, thanks very much for that introduction.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, so basically I do shutters in blind and curtain. So we're based in Leeds and we cover 30, even a 40-mile radius. I've just done a little venture for my for members of my family, basically, and I'm now producing bespoke planters. But I shall be giving one of these planters to Randolph.
Hopefully.
For his new house.
Yeah, I'm looking forward.
But as I said, November's coming up soon, so something you can burn on the 5th, maybe.
Good idea. Okay, so we'll start off today with Loran. I've known Loran probably for the last, I'd say about 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure I actually met you, to be fair, but I know that he was doing a lot of good things within the young kids of Chapeltown and the Far, to be fair, of all different races. And I wanted to help and get involved a little bit, so I had a meeting with Loran, and that's how I met Loran. But I'm not going to elaborate on that. I'm going to get Loran to just give you, the audience, a little bit of a background of where you come from, what you do, and what you're doing now, what's been happening.
Sure. So, originally from London, as you probably can hear from the accent.
London.
Yeah. I haven't lost it. But I've been up in Leeds since 2013. I originally came up to complete my studies. So I came up for university, do a master's. Originally I was only supposed to be up here for a year. A year turned into 4, turned into 8, and 12 years later I'm still here. But for me, I've always been a champion of excellence, especially for those who, for whatever reason, find barriers in their way. So groups who historically struggle within education, groups that historically are marginalised. That's always been a passion of mine. Coming from where I came from and the environment that I came from, I've always wanted to, rather than pull up a ladder, I've always wanted to reach and pull up anyone else that I could support. And that's what LDM initially was. It was a way to give back, provide opportunities, especially for young people, because I'm a big believer that if you champion the youth, the future will look a lot brighter, especially within our community. So that's been something I've always championed. It just so happened that basketball was a sport. I had a sporting background. I studied at university, I played. But sport was always a vehicle which I thought was a great leveller in society. So if you look across the board, especially sports like boxing, football and basketball, you get people who are potentially from very difficult backgrounds can all of a sudden be rise up and get great opportunities for themselves. So I've always been a believer that sport, as a whole, is a great leveller in society. Basketball just so happened to be a sport that is not being utilised in the capacity that it could potentially be utilised. I spent time in America. I've seen the great stuff that's happened out there through basketball, but it's not being replicated in this country. So took an opportunity, saw that there was a demand, saw that there was young people that wanted to play basketball. We went from no young people to, we've got 11 teams and we work around 600 young people each week.
600?
600 young people. So that's across school, community sessions, school partnerships, teams, 600 young people. And that includes targeted interventions as well. So specialised interventions to use basketball as a direct tool to alleviate youth violence. Kids at risk of being excluded from school, being expelled from school. So the basketball is just a tool, as I've said before. What we look to do is use the basketball, but attach that positive role models. So I'm big, and I've spoken to you about that many times, Randolph. Having great role models around you can really provide a supportive environment that can really help nurture these young people.
We need a bit of guidance.
A bit of guidance, yeah. Sometimes that's all we need. Sometimes you don't. The path has not been well trodden, and sometimes you just need someone that has trodden that path to just give you a hand and say, do you know what? Do it this way, not this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes that's all you need.
Well, we had it when we were kids by the
Yeah,
elders,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I've
yeah,
always
yeah.
had a
Yeah.
lot of respect for my elders, because
Yeah, yeah.
we were always getting chastised. You know, they were always telling, "Oh, I'll pray for you. What you doing here? What you do?" And that was where probably I could say honestly where unity in the community came from.
Yeah.
Because of how I was brought up and
Yes,
the
yes.
people that I was around,
Yeah.
our elders mainly, that they spoke to us in a way that just straightforward talking, always mentioned God, always seemed happy, even though the things was tough.
Yeah.
As it was in the 60s and 70s and 80s, as we know, for our people. So for me, it is important that we then
Definitely.
look at who you're surrounding yourself with, get the right people around the kids, give them the right tools to achieve in life, and know that it's going to be hard work.
Yeah,
which is that's why I attached myself to you guys so much, because it was inner city. The kids there, I can relate to them. I understand what the hurdles are in life.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is fantastic. And 600 kids is
Yeah.
Even if
and
you only
growing.
get 100 out of them, even if you only get 50 out of them that go on to achieve. Tell us about the kids that you've got.
Yeah.
The stars that you've got at the moment.
Yeah.
Please.
So there's a diverse range of young people.
Yep. What age from?
So we do sessions from 4 to 19.
From 4?
Yeah. So we've started from 4. So
Right.
we've expanded because there's a demand for that 4 to 7 age group. So we've expanded to that. But the young people we get are from a diverse range of backgrounds,
Yep.
with a diverse set of needs. So we have young people that are excelling in education, and they utilize the basketball as an addition to what they're doing. And they use it to support their education. So we run a basketball academy at Leeds City College where they do their education and they do their basketball alongside each other. And then you got the other end where there's young people that are very much struggling, whether that's socially, whether it's with their home environment, whether it's a school environment. And what basketball acts is, it's both a carrot, but it's also a protective factor. It's somewhere where they can go and they have, as I've said before, positive role models. They can alleviate stress, running up and down for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Feel safe.
Yeah, feel safe, which is a big one.
Yeah.
It's a big one. Their parents know where they are.
Yeah.
These are massive factors. And when I'm talking to parents around basketball, and any sport really, but especially basketball because of its indoor nature, for an hour and a half on a Tuesday night where your children are going to be. And I think for any parent, that's all they want really, isn't it? Especially in some of the
environments that some of them are coming from.
Exactly. So from that, some this year, 3 of them have gone on to be selected for England camps.
Wow.
Yeah, so
well done to you guys.
These are kids that started off in 3 sessions. We ran 3 sessions in the Mandela Centre at local schools. No charge. So there was no charge for them. So it removed that initial barrier. So if your parents are already stressed over money, over finances, over all sorts of things that we get stressed of in life, the additional burden of, Mum, I need an extra £20 to go play basketball for, this week.
Yeah.
You have to pick and choose.
Yeah.
And then what ends up happening a lot sometimes is those young people have to settle for inadequate provision because they haven't got the money to go to a more established place. They sometimes can fall in the hands of inadequate provision. What I've always wanted to do is make sure that we set our standards as high as possible. Yeah, we're not charging £700 a season for our memberships, but we should be able to provide the same, if not better, and I would say we provide better service than those that are providing that.
Well, it's in the proof's in the pudding.
Yes.
And if we look locally, and I'm sure you can tell me better than I can, but I know if we look locally to what the LDM are achieving out there with little or no resources, compared to those who've got all the resources, it speaks very loud and clear to what makes these kids tick. But that's over to you.
100%.
I think another thing as well that we haven't spoke about is that it's the communication value as well. It helps children and kids when they're playing basketball to communicate. Because they have to communicate with other kids. And I think that's very important because you take that into later life.
And being able to regulate your emotions.
Absolutely.
One of the most powerful things I learned growing up from my late mother, so it was being able to be in control. You control your emotions, otherwise someone will control them for you. And that's something that I've always stuck with. And sport is a massive vehicle where you're able to regulate your emotions. What are you going to do when the decision doesn't go your way? What are you going to do when someone on the other team is calling you all sorts of names under the sun? Which, my dad's 70s, 80s, you would have had that in abundance.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially up here.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah. So it's about being able to have a thick skin and build resilience.
Yeah.
And sport is great for that. It
the
pressure
discipline
test.
side
Because
of
of the discipline
You
side.
don't, if you don't do as you're told, John, then you're not playing next week.
Exactly.
You need to do A, B, C, and you don't act like that because you're representing. And that's where the discipline comes in. And you're thinking, well, I want to be with my team.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
better watch what I'm saying. I better handle myself.
Yeah.
I better wear a different hat when I'm playing. Where the way I treat my friends on the outside is not how I'm going to.
Yeah,
I have to change it round, and then eventually, when you do it all the time, it becomes normal to
Yes,
pass
it
it
does.
into
Yeah.
the other side.
Massive transfer.
Timekeeping as well.
Oh,
timekeeping. Yeah.
Timekeeping. You need to get to that game on time.
yeah.
Stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Just come on, it follows on to later life. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know you've got to come.
Yeah.
You've got to-
Do you know
got to
about
work on time.
timekeeping, Sandra?
Yeah.
I do,
Yes,
It's
yes.
very important.
Good.
It's
Self-control as well, for the kids, because in that environment, they've got to control their emotions, like I said, creating discipline. And it's really important for them as they go out there to, engage with other children as well. But I think the most important thing I can get from yours is the safety, to know where your kids are. Because if we don't provide that opportunity for them to go out there and do stuff,
Mix
to
with
mix
other-
with other kids, then they're going to find somewhere
Possibly.
else to go, and that might not be the right place for them to be. So at least that's a secure environment where they're really learning and
Yeah.
progressing and
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. Definitely. It's one of the things I was always told that the streets always have employment. So again, if you don't provide opportunities for these young people, there's always vacancies on the roads where they could potentially be doing things that
on
you
the
don't.
wrong roads,
are there, yeah, exactly. So
And I'm sure you've come across that. in
Oh,
your-
most definitely.
In your
Yeah,
600 odd kids, there'll be
Yeah,
one or two that
Oh.
are on the
yeah.
line. Or
Yeah, and we can't save everyone, unfortunately. And that's one thing you have to really understand. When you're doing work like mine, you have to give up to the fact that not everyone can be saved. And not everyone wants to be saved. Not everyone needs to be saved. So I think once you understand that, I think your losses and your wins, I think you can
Yeah,
take them a
because
little
it's
bit
an emotional thing as well.
Oh,
and if you
nice.
get overly emotionally attached,
better. Yeah.
then the other 500 could be left, and you're putting all the emotion into a dead end. So that's why it's important as a counsellor, as a trainer, as a person that you don't overindulge with your emotions. You've got to only give your hand and not your whole body and your mind and everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, you end up rocking in the corner.
Yes,
and they're off
yes.
somewhere else. So
Yeah.
being what you're doing is not just about being a coach or
Oh,
a
my gosh.
CEO. There's a lot of personalities and and you've got different levels because obviously you've got your own coaches.
Yeah.
Then you've got the kids.
Yeah.
And they're all at different stages.
Yeah.
So you've got to be able to adapt and adopt quickly to feed into what they're thinking and changing their mentality where needed, and then pushing them in the right direction with the right people. So it's probably like a jigsaw, a game of chess.
Yeah, but that's leadership, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. You know. Yeah.
Life skills.
It is, and you got to be aware of your own situation, how you're feeling at a time can affect how other people, and you being a wellness, someone in the wellness space, you'll know all about this. How your own emotions can affect those of other people around you, especially when you're in a position of power and authority.
Pain.
And pain. Yeah, definitely.
And stress and pressure.
Yeah.
That comes from a job like yours.
Yeah.
That's why I have a lot of respect for what you do.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about you. It's that you've got to think about all these other little beings that are the future.
Yeah.
But you might be going through hell and back.
Yeah.
And then you've still got to put this hat on to then deliver and come across in a positive and the right way for the children. So, and then you've got all the coaches we've all got issues going on, all got challenges.
Yeah.
Put all that together is a lot of stress.
It is.
Every day.
You got to turn up. You got to turn up. You got to dust yourself down. Yeah, I've had a hard week. I've had a hard month. I've had a hard life. I dust myself down. I go down, and you still got to show up.
Yeah.
And sometimes you might not be as on form as you would like, but you're there at the end of the day, and they see you're there.
Yeah.
And one of the big things, and you be a perfect person to speak to on this, is consistency. Yeah, so being able to do the hard yards and go through the tough times, and when it is really, really tough, can you keep it going? Can you
hold your head up?
Yeah, can you keep your head up?
Bed?
Can you get out of bed? All those things. And you see the people that end up at the top of whatever profession they are those the ones that are able to put in those hard yards and really get through the hard times. You know, get their head down and just get through it. And be okay. It's okay to be okay. It's okay not to be okay sometimes. And being...
Because that's human.
Yeah, and being aware of that is all part of the journey.
Yeah, not beating yourself up too quick.
Exactly.
Because then you're looking at the black spot on the table and you're focusing on that before you know it, that's the whole table. Whereas you should be looking at the black spot and saying, look at all these positives. I'm alive, I've got my health. Right, let me get myself back up. It's been raining and storm yesterday. Let me see what today's going to be.
Yes.
We know that, like the weather, it changes at a flick. And our lives can change at a flick.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why it's important to stay humble and not get above yourself and understand that God gives, God takes. And for me, that is some iron by that same thing, that my life can change at that. For the good or the bad. And that's why when you've had a bad day and you think, oh, it's so hard, why me? And then next day it's sunny and you think, oh, look at this sun. It's just, and that's part of the journey.
It is.
And it's good. I mean, and it's important for the young kids to see that.
That
every day is not every day is a school day, of course it is, but every day is not a sunshine day.
It is.
And
that's true.
That the hard bits that are in that day or that week is what's going to build you. That's the cream. That's the actual cream. The gold, the diamonds are all in this hard bit, not in the soft, easy bit. And that you learn that through years of experience.
Exactly. So again, and it'll go back to being able to reflect on yourself as well. I don't know if you ever have time. You pray a lot.
I believe in God and I believe in faith.
So being able to have that time, regardless of how you do it. Some people pray, some people meditate, whatever form you want to do it. Being able to sit back and reflect. At the end of the day, we're just a small rock in a massive ocean in this universe. You see what I mean? So being able to understand, yes, you've got problems at the moment. Those same problems may not be there next year if you just get through
next month
or
and
tomorrow.
Then you look back and you think, sometimes you'll think, how did I get here?
Yeah.
How have I got out of it? And Sandra, I'm sure when you speak in the next couple of minutes, I'm sure Sandra's been in business for a long time and some of her story will be good. But just wrap it up for us.
Loran, please. For me, I'm it sounds cliche, I'm a product of my environment. So everything that I am now is a result of everything that I have gone through. So I could sit here with you and tell you about all the stuff I did when I was 16 years old and then the things I was doing and all that. And a lot of people in my position, they may want to lean on that. I don't need to lean on that. And this is why people can understand by speaking to me that I have been through stuff. I think it can be quite evident. But that's not what defines me. And this is what I want to try and push to the young people is, and not just young people, no, it's everyone. Your situation, your circumstances shouldn't define you. What should define you is what you're going to do now.
How you react to it.
And how you react to the stimulus. And this is the way I live my life, and this is what I try and instill in people around me, is we all have different, environments, ups and downs, but what are you doing now to make your situation better? And even if what you're doing now can make your situation 1% better, that's 1% in the right direction. 1% over a year, 2 years, all of a sudden you're in a completely different space. And this is what I try and push to young people.
And that's where your consistency,
yes,
your self-discipline, your faith, your hard work, all them little pointers come together to create what you've created with the 3 kids that have been picked for England. I mean,
and plenty more to come. So I don't rest on my laurels. So this is just the start. We've been doing it for 7 years now, but in another 7 years, I'll be coming to you, hopefully with 2 or 3 other young people that have come through the program. You met a few of them already.
It'd be nice to have one of the 2 of them on
the
screen.
next one. Yeah, the next one we'll definitely
just to speak about what they've gone through, where they are.
Yeah.
It would be good for us as well as unit in the community, because we're not just into peers and elders, we're into our future, and our future is our kids. So that's why it's really important for us to get the message across and give them the right tools, help them along, not too easy, help along to have self-belief that they can be and do whatever they want to be if they're willing to do what it takes. It's not easy. It's not an easy. By giving a little, you're going to achieve a lot. There is that saying, by giving a little, you achieve a lot. But by giving a little and expecting a lot, that's the problem. And some of our children today, they only want to give that much, but they want all the table. They don't understand that it's good to have all the table, but you have got to have worked for it and appreciate the pain and the pressure and the stress that it creates to get to that point. And that all comes from having good people, role models and mentors and things like that.
Yeah, brilliant. I couldn't say it better myself.
So we've just had a little intro from Loran from LDM in Leeds, Chapel Town, about what he does and the basketball kids that he looks after. And now we're going to go to our next guest, which is Sandra from Salad Master. Would you like to speak to the camera and give them a little intro on what you're doing and where you are? I heard that you've won an award as well, so you could mention that maybe as well. What's that about?
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm the director of the Strength to Strength Health Solutions, which is part of the Salad Master. Salad Master is the big organization which has been around since 1946. So we specialize in educating families how to prepare food in a healthy way, excluding the fats and oils, and also in maintaining the nutrients in the food, which can help to reduce the risks of the lifestyle diseases which are prevalent in the community today, especially the diabetes, high blood pressure. So we're coming in to educate the community that there's a better way of preparing food, without adding all those additives, but obviously keeping the nutrients intact. We're based in Bramley, shopping center, and we're growing, leading the movement back to healthy home cooking, because we believe that now more than ever, families need to learn more about what they eat, about the way that they're cooking their food, because of the problems that are going on the increase in today's society. And I think it's really important with what Loran was also explaining, because we need to eat healthier, but we also need to keep on the move, because the kids are the future for tomorrow as well. So if they eat healthy and they go out there and they do activities, it only helps to improve that awareness that, health is wealth. We need to be healthy, we need to look after our insides. At the same time, we need to be able to keep moving, mobile as well. Yeah.
Tell me about, you're on Instagram.
Yes, so on Instagram, we are S2S Health Solutions Limited. We do cooking classes to educate the family. So it's like on a Saturday, every month, we have one Saturday where we encourage people to come into the office to see different ways of preparing healthy food. So we can do your jollof rice without using oil. You can do your curry goat. You can do your different dishes, that you normally love. I'm from Zimbabwe, and we always love to cook with oil. When there's no oil, it's like disaster. What are we going to do? It's like you can't even cook. But now many families are now learning that oil is not really the main thing that we need to be considering when we're cooking. We need to be thinking about the ingredients that we're cooking. So when we come in, we have the cookware. It's the cookware that allows us to cook without adding the oils. Is the same cookware that allows us to cook our vegetables without water, meaning that we can preserve most of the nutrients. That's what it's about, without water. So you can make your broccoli, you can make your carrots, everything, but you don't have to add water. Why? Because the vegetables contain the natural water. But obviously it depends on how we cook it, the environment where we cook it. So that's why the Salad Master has, brings the cookware where it's like, the way the cookware is made, it retains the nutrients because we don't open and close during the cooking process, and the vegetables cook themselves using the water that's inside them. The most important thing, though, is that we're cooking below the boiling point, because that's a very healthy way of cooking. A lot of our food, sometimes we are having the vegetables on an everyday basis. You might think you're having 5 a day, but the question is, how did we prepare this food? How did we prepare them? How did we cook them? Because that's what is the most important thing. So it's not about, I'm just eating vegetables. How did we cook them? So this is what we are now educating families, like, yes, we are having vegetables, but there's a better way of preparing them, which can then preserve those nutrients intact.
You said that you do cooking on a Saturday. If me and John came downstairs, for instance, will we get fed?
Yes, if you come to the office, we definitely will feed you.
What time will that be?
We'll probably...
We just want to know what we're going to do. Are we going to get some curry goat or oxtail or chicken?
Yes, well, so we do the different dishes. We always have chicken because many people do love their chicken. We do have curry goat. We do have rice and peas. I can make rice and peas. I can make a good biryani. Everyone's always saying, Sandra, how do you make biryani? You know, I always say I make the best biryani. Guess what? I make it without oil. I make a jollof rice, again, without oil. And people always ask me, but Sandra, how? I can make, fry the chicken without oil, fry your fish, crispy, golden fried without adding oil. And
Without it breaking up.
Without it breaking up. Because
Skill,
the way,
that is.
That's a skill.
Yeah.
that's why we do the cooking classes. A lot of people always ask, but what if does it stick? Are you non-stick? And that's another story as well. But all of this information can be shared through a presentation that we offer for free. So you can book a free session where we can come to you, do a whole presentation, bring the food, bring the equipment, and we can explain how the cookware works, and then we can actually cook the food for you. So you can now taste it. Because people say, Sandra, how is it going to taste? If you fry your chicken without oil, is that going to be tasty? It will be more than tasty. The flavor is intact. You don't even have to add a lot of seasoning because the way we cook it means you can seal in the natural flavors, which is why we are in partnership with the International Diabetes Association, because many people are seeing different results. It's type 2 diabetes can be reversed by having a healthy diet. And also, anyone trying to basically eat healthy can enjoy the food and stay away from these
Tell us
diseases.
about this award you won then,
Okay.
It's your point. You're on the podium.
So, I recently became one of the, it's called a $1 Million Club. Basically, in the UK, we have 60 dealerships. So Strength to Strength, our office is one of the dealerships in the UK. And out of those 60 dealerships was one of 25 offices who qualified to have this $1 million recognition. Basically, it just means that when you are running the business, you're looking at a turnover of 500,000 a year. I mean, that's a different package. Obviously, I'm trying to stay on the health, but if you want to know more about that, that's a year takeover, for the turnover for the year. So if you are qualifying for the $1 Million Club, basically it means you're on track to hit the target. So it's a really big recognition for our office because we are growing and we are hoping to make it this year by God's grace. But we know we've got to put in the work. It's about putting in the work, and obviously, we spoke earlier about turning up. No matter how things, how hard things get, sometimes there's challenges, and sometimes you're far away from your goal. They say there's no unrealistic goal, but there's an unrealistic deadline. So guess what? You just have to reset, go again, and give it your best. And that's what we're trying to do. So in terms of the award, that's where we are. We are on track for $1 million turnover, but we've got work to do. We've got work to do. We're looking for more people to join us, to join the organization, and obviously we want to share this opportunity with everybody. It's not just for one set of community. Everybody who always say, as long as you cook from scratch, this is something that is for you. As long as you're open-minded, as long as you're health conscious and you love cooking from scratch, this way of cooking is for you. And it's basically really something you must have. You must experience a salad master. So we're saying it's a free presentation that we offer, and we also do these cooking classes for free. So if you get in touch, we'll definitely be happy to invite you for a session.
And we'll have your details on the video when we post it. Yeah. So having said all that, we've been fully educated by Loran and Sandra, and a little bit by John with his new venture.
Yeah.
We're going to go on to the scratch card now. Can I have the scratch cards, please, John?
These are the £20.
Ah, super, thank you. So the format is the same format every time, and it can get a bit boring, but all we do is we give these a little shuffle, and then we ask our guests to pick one of these cards out, which is going to be you, Sandra, today. You're going to pick one of these cards out and then keep it for a memento. So take your pick, please.
Okay, so this lucky, I'll pick this one.
Yeah, okay, super. So that's one. And then we'll do the £100 scratch card, please, John. I'll just find I'm trying to find my pound coin.
Put it in your breast pocket.
Oh, good lad. You know where I put it, do you? Where is it, this one? No, I got it. Have you got another one? Have you? Oh, go on, lad.
Due to inflation, it's down to...
All right, okay. Let's turn that onto its head. All right, and this is the £100, so we'll give you, Loran, that privilege of picking a £100 scratch card out. All right, here we go. So obviously there's actually 50 odd scratch cards here, and each one that is here can only win once. So John's won, Shane's won today, I think, £100. He'll never win it again, not in this year anyway. So pick one out.
There we go.
Yeah, okay. That's a £100 scratch card. And lastly, we're going with a jackpot, which is the £200 scratch card, which my assistant, John, will help me with. Again, we'll give him another little shuffle, which we do every time. And because we've got a lady in presence, we will actually let you do the magic on this one. Go on then, go for it. £200 one. Oh, fussy.
Yeah, just special one. So
The special one,
take my
right,
time.
okay. Let's have that there. Now if I can turn that one over, please, and these over, and that one over. There. Right. Cameraman James, would you kindly film for the £20 scratch card? Could you scratch it off there, please? Let's see where we go with this.
Okay. Time reveals and heals.
Time reveals and heals.
Number
Which number?
26.
Number 26. Who is that? Chris Peltier for the £20. Chris Peltier, one of our directors, no other. Can you see this number here? Oh, sorry, there. The Real McCoy. So Chris Peltier is one of our directors. Also runs the Real McCoy, which is to do with black inventors.
Very good.
He's a big community man anyway. Also, he's a singer as well, as it happens. So well done, Chris. You've won that massive £20, and you are part of Unity in the community. So we won't expect to give you it back unless you insist. All right. Now we will go to Loran. Now, before we do you, Loran, on this scratch card, could you just give us a little bit of info on what you've just been doing recently?
Yeah.
Because I heard you in Bradford.
Yeah. We're just starting off in Bradford. So we've been doing some sessions, some free sessions at Dixon City Academy in BD5.
Yep.
So, is it? Okay, well, there we go. So every Wednesday, 6 till 8 o'clock. So that's a completely free session. It's going to move because of exams. So we are going to move venues. So we're currently trying to find a new venue for that. but that's going to be every Wednesday. We're going to do sessions. You can look on our website www.letsdomore.org.uk to get more information.
You on Instagram?
Follow our Instagram, Let's Do More LDM. We're on X, same, Let's Do More LDM, Facebook, LDM Basketball. And we're on TikTok for those younger generations, those that are interested in TikTok. That's a rising platform to get your brand out there. Let's Do More LDM on TikTok as well. So yeah, look at any of those platforms and you'll find more information about our Bradford sessions. Big things to come in Bradford, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to it.
Super, well done.
James, maybe
Yeah.
scan the LDM.
Yeah.
That is the scratch card that we created for the LDM
Yeah.
to try raise a bit of money.
Yeah.
And we will ask you, Loran, to do the £100 scratch card. Let's hope it's not John. Well, if it is John.
Yeah. Sometimes the universe has funny ways of giving payback, isn't it?
Yeah, he's had a hard time today with his planters.
Yeah. So number 41.
Number 41, let the cameraman see that. What is it? Step by step. That's what we've been talking about. Consistency is step by step. Who is that? Who is that person?
Step by step is...
Pipeline Productions.
Okay.
Now this is a young lad. That's it there, step by step. Philip, Pipeline Productions. He works with the young.
Okay. Great.
Teaching them all sorts to do with IT.
Brilliant.
And again, music as well. It's all about the discipline. So well done, Philip.
Yeah.
You've won
Well done,
£100.
Philip. Well done.
We will. We'll be contacting you with the video once it gets launched in a couple of weeks' time. Right, now we're going on to the big one. Lauren's keeping the money. Oh, have you nicked it back off him? Oh, right, okay. Here you go. It's all on you, Sandra.
All right, so this is the big one.
I could win this actually.
Yeah.
It could be possible. Come on.
So, be a happy giver.
Oh.
Number 48.
Number 48. Be a happy giver. Who's that?
Bingy.
Oh, Jamia Bingy. How goes, won it? Bingy. He's only been in it for the first year. His first year and he's won it.
Yeah, well done.
Be a happy giver. Let's see if he's a giver. There you go, Bingy. Well done. Of Jamia now. Jamia Diner Bar Events Place. He's only been open a short space of time. And we've been in touch with him. And actually, he did our final scratch card.
Yes, he did.
Because we did it at the Jam Yard, didn't we,
Yeah, we went
James?
down to the venue.
Is that where you won, James? Did you win out that?
Yeah,
Yes,
one
he
there.
did, yeah.
Yeah, he won. He's won a couple. He was crying for so long.
Yeah.
I've never won anything. It's not. It's a fix. He's won twice. You've won twice, haven't you?
The looks in now.
Yeah, he looks in. But not today. So Jamia is the £200 jackpot winner. That's Bingy. And we will be again in touch with him once we launch this video, which is number 5. And all I can say is thank you, Loran, for taking time out.
Thank you
I know
for
how busy
inviting
you
me.
are.
Thank you.
Sandra, thank you for coming along and taking your time to explain what you do. John is my right-hand man again. Thank you.
Pleasure.
And thank you to you, the community, who helped make these things happen.
Yeah.
And our sponsors, of course, all over here. We're very grateful to the sponsors because they've got faith and trust in us to give us a lot of money to control, which was £10,000 this year. So
Yeah.
I was going to go on holiday.
Consistency.
Consistency is king.
Indeed.
It's king.
Yeah.
What's this, that one? Oh,
Is that you, John?
yeah.
Funny enough, funny that, isn't it?
Consistently. Well, okay, so we'll wrap up there. Thank you to James, our cameraman, who comes along every time and delivers. And again, thank you to my guests and the sponsors. Take care. Have a good week. God bless.
See you again. Thank you.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Young cast, last. Now everybody go to breakfast. Shayo. Shayo. You go bow for the result, Nothing to discuss, oh, cause I did win by default and without any doubt, oh. I'm a me happy adult, oh. I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the girl insult, oh. I'm a mind that's you the talk, oh. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, oh. I know holy and I know that get both. Like the Baba Frayo, my ayo, don't cry, yo. I need to go and shadow. 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 Shadow. I need to go and shadow. I need to go and shadow. I need to go and shadow. I dey Patakot when them kill Soboma. I dey try to buy moto, want Toyota Corolla. My feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Now you crash your Ferrari for Lucky Bona. Now so much to remain could have been all over. My feelings today swing like Django Lover. Feelings today swing like Timbani.